Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, today I am sharing my updated skincare routine with you. Basically just sharing the products that I've been using for quite a while and what's been working. I usually try to do an updated skincare routine video around this time of year. So basically I'm gonna share what's been working for me for quite a while, some new things that I have incorporated over the last like 6 months to a year. And then I also have 3 brand new products that I just purchased that I want to share with you. So just some real quick facts about my skin. It is combination, which basically means just a little more oily in the T-zone. I am over 40, I'm 46, so I do have some dry areas, I have aging issues, you know, fine lines, wrinkles, all that have, you know, loss of firmness. I used to suffer from acne at one point, like in my late 20s, 30s, so I'm left with a lot of acne scarring here. So that's kind of just to give you a brief rundown. And my skin is very sensitive. The older I get, the more sensitive it is, especially to like scents and things like that, if products have a lot of that in it. So I just really try to keep things simple that will not irritate my skin, but that I actually see some results with. So let's get started just with cleansers. What I have been using in the morning, basically just to, you know, get rid of any oil, you know, skincare the night before, just prep for, you know, the next day's skin. This product from Tula. The Super Calm and Gentle Milk Cleanser. Now I've used other products from Tula and they were just okay. I wasn't super impressed. I kind of feel the same about this. I wanted to try this when it first came out because it being the Super Calm for sensitive skin. It's fine. It works great. I don't know that it's any different from, you know, anything else. I think I was able to get like a discount at the time. It does have a nice pump. It is fairly large packaging. It's 5 ounces. Would I repurchase? I'm not sure at this point, but you know, it does the job. As far as cleansers at night, I didn't bring it in here because it's by my sink, but I have been using the Drunk Elephant soap again. I can never remember, is it the Juju or the Pekee? It's the white one. I have both, but I really like the white one. I used that a while ago, stopped using it. I've went back to it. I just really love that. I travel with it. So I use that at night to remove my makeup basically after I've used a cleansing wipe, which I'll show you. I just love that bar. It is really nice pH balance, so it's not like over drying the skin, even though it is like a bar soap. My skin doesn't feel like too tight or anything after, but it does a really good job at just cleansing the skin and removing makeup. So I use that at night. As far as like just getting the makeup off at first, what I talked about was the Kirkland signature wipes. These are the micellar water wipes. I've used these for years. I really like these because they're gentle. They don't irritate my skin and they do a great job at like removing that first layer of makeup. Once in a while, I will use a cleansing balm. I've tried several, but I found this one is my favorite if I'm gonna use one. This one is from Elemis and I have the little travel size here with me. This is the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. It has a really nice light scent, you know, looks like other balms. Why I like this one is it rinses really clean, which I find some of the others do not. Some of the others just leave too much of an oily residue or they don't want to rinse out of your washcloth. So you have all this cleansing balm plus the makeup you just took off like in your washcloth or your rag or whatever you're using, and you're trying to rinse it off to go back over like another pass, and it just seems like it's sitting there, which then also feels like it's still on my skin. This does not do that. This rinses, again, really clean, but yet it does the job, gets all the makeup off. If you're looking to try one, I highly recommend this one. So after I've cleansed my skin, I will go in with a toner. I kind of use toners off and on, but I've been using this one for a while and really like it. This is actually my second bottle. This is the Colleen Rothschild Matcha Tea Treatment Toner. And I really like this one because I do have sensitive skin, I have redness, and I find it's very calming. The ingredients in it are very nice for sensitive skin, again, redness. So I really have been enjoying this one. So after that, I will use an eye cream, and this is the one I've been using for several years now. This is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. And what I typically do, will purchase these once a year during the Sephora VIB sale. One of these will last me a year. It's a very nice, thick product, very hydrating, but not too thick. If you need one more moisturizing this. They do have one step above. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's similar to this, just more hydrating. But this I absolutely love. I bought into the hype a few years ago because I know this is such like a cult favorite, and it really is great. It moisturizes under eyes without being like greasy or too heavy. I just started needing an eye cream, you know, many years back. Because I found my regular moisturizer just wasn't enough moisture for under the eyes. So I love this. It's one of those steps like I just can't be without. As for actual face moisturizer, I spoke about this recently in my best of 2019. This Protini moisturizer from Drunk Elephant. I really love this. It has a lot of nice ingredients in it with benefits. It's great for my sensitive skin, doesn't irritate it, but yet it keeps it very evenly moisturized throughout the day. This one is very, very nice. I have repurchased this countless times, and again, usually during a sale with Sephora or something, I'll stock up on a couple of them. For a nighttime moisturizer, my go-to is this one from Elemis. I've spoken about this before. This has just been a game changer in my skin. This is the Pro Collagen. This is the Overnight Matrix. So there's several in the Pro Collagen line. I really like this one because it just plumps up my skin. It just makes it feel more hydrated. It just looks better after I've used this. I started using this in 2018. I got a sample and I was hooked. So I actually have little small travel size tubes that I travel with, or I'll decant this in something smaller. It's just a really thick cream. I'm about halfway finished with this one. I'll buy a few of these a year, especially when they're on sale. It is very, very pricey, but to me it's 100% worth it, especially if you read the reviews. I know QVC has a great review section, and this is a very popular product in Europe, but a lot of the Elemis products just get rave reviews, but for good reason. Again, it's expensive, but I just find I can't go without it, so it's totally worth it to me. So a couple times a week I will forgo the Elemis and I will use a retinol. This is the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Supreme Night Oil. For many years I always used a retinol, and then I stopped because I just found it was irritating to my skin. This does not irritate my skin. So if you are somebody with sensitive skin or found in the past you couldn't use retinol, give this one a try. It's very nice, although if you have oily skin, being that this isn't an oil, you may not like it, or you may find you only want to use a couple of drops. I use almost a full pump, but I really like it. Again, I only use it a couple times a week, and I do get that typical, you know, flaking on the forehead is usually my area after you use a retinol, but I'll show you another product I use that helps get rid of that. But this is very nice, and I'm really happy to be using a retinol product again. So as far as a physical exfoliant, I go back and forth between chemical and physical. I'll explain a little more of that in a minute, but I've used this one off and on now for quite some time. This is the Lancer Polish. Again, this is a pricey item, but I find a little goes a long way, and this lasts a very long time. I can pick one of these up during like a Nordstrom anniversary sale or a Sephora sale, and I'm good. You know, always keep a backup that way. I keep this in my shower and basically just use it as needed. So once every few days, you know, if I just feel my skin is very dry and bumpy, a lot of times I just, like I said, my area is like, I feel like my forehead and sometimes my chin just feels like there's a lot of dry skin there. My skin doesn't exfoliate very well on its own. So this has been great. I have sensitive skin. It does not bother me. Let the product do the work though. It's one of those, it's very fine, but you don't need to be like really pushing, you know, with this product like in your skin. Just let it do the work. It's great. Your skin will be super smooth afterwards. I love it. I just wanted to mention for eye makeup removers, I use both of these from Garnier. I really like both of them. I find I use the waterproof one more. These are their micellar cleansing waters. I use a mascara primer and the mascara, so I find, you know, this gets that off a little bit better. But if I have like residual the next day or not wearing much eye makeup, I will use the regular, but I love these. I have repurchased these like countless times. Even buy like the little travel size one is great. And then I also do use a jade roller from time to time. I'm not like super regimented with this. I find I really like using it when I travel and when my face is just puffy. You know, we all have those times we ate something or drank something and just, you know, wake up, your skin's a little puffy. This is great at like depuffing, I feel like. So I will use this. I love it. I bought this one on Amazon. All right, so on to the 3 new products that I purchased. Even though all this is working for me, I keep it pretty simple. I try to just listen to my skin, like what it needs that day, but I pretty much do the same thing. It's been working. However, I am 46. I do want to incorporate some more things, you know, as much as I can that will help my skin but not hurt it. I can't use a lot of very harsh skincare, a lot of things you find in a doctor's office. The stuff just does not work for me, so I have to kind of try what I can other places. So one of the things I just purchased recently is from Lancome, and this is the Advanced Genifique Sensitive. So this is the new one for sensitive skin. I know the Genifique has been popular for years and years, like literally cult following. People rave about this. I feel like I have had some samples of that. I can't say whether it was like a miracle product or not, but even reading this new sensitive one, the reviews on it, people say it's fantastic. So I wanted to incorporate this. I literally just got it, so couldn't tell you about it, but if you guys are using it, either the regular or the sensitive, let me know your thoughts on it. All right, I tried one other item from The Ordinary and I was not impressed. I know many people like it because of the low price point and the very active, simple ingredients that work. I tried the hyaluronic acid and I did not care for it at all. Anyway, so I have 2 products from The Ordinary. This is the niacinamide, the 10% plus zinc 1%. So I tried this and basically it is a high strength vitamin mineral blemish formula with 10% pure niacinamide. Basically, a lot of people use it for oiliness, pores, if you have acne. I don't have active acne. Once in a while, things will break out my skin. Typically, it's when I eat something. I feel like I keep looking over here because my battery is getting a little low. But it also helps with skin congestion, which I do tend to have on my chin with some milia and redness. So I wanted to incorporate it into my skincare for that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to incorporate, I've went back and forth with going back to chemical exfoliants. I used to always use like AHA, BHA, toning pads and stuff like that I absolutely love. But sometimes, depending on how they're formulated, they may irritate my skin. I do have redness, a lot of broken capillaries, like minor rosacea, but I had talked to my doctor before about it. We talked about some lasers, but the thing with those, they're not 100%. They're not gonna get rid of it. And in some cases, they only may get rid of it a little. I'm just not sure that's where I wanna put my money right now, is into something, you know, that may or may not work. If I knew it was gonna work, even 50%, I would do it, but we're not really sure. So anyway, I decided to get the AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. I had read up on this. It's basically like a once a week, once every 2 weeks. You leave it on for like 10 minutes and then you wash it off. So I liked the idea of that. And one, it being from The Ordinary, I was hoping that it won't irritate my skin. This is the one you've probably seen that is like the dark red. Again, I've seen it all over the place, read about it. Because my skin does not exfoliate well on its own, that's why I really wanted to incorporate something like this back in. Again, and I like the idea, you know, it even says no more than twice per week. So I thought, you know, I'll use it once a week, once every 2 weeks, kind of an as needed thing. I like that it didn't sit on the skin. You actually take warm water and rinse it off. So that was why I was wanting to give it a try. So anyway, again, The Ordinary products in general get really good reviews, so I'm really looking forward to trying these 2. Again, I didn't love the hyaluronic acid, but I think It was just the consistency of it or something. It just felt like it did not sink into the skin, like it was too thick or something. It was just odd compared to others that I have used from different brands. I will list all the products I'm talking about in the description bar below so you guys can read up on them. So I would love to hear your thoughts on the products that I mentioned. If you guys are using any of this, what are you guys using that you're really seeing a difference? Especially if we have similar skin types, you know, over 40, sensitive, you know, combination, things like that. I feel like that really helps. That's what I look for when I am looking to try new products, is somebody that has similar skin. Even if they're like 20 years younger than me, if we have similar skin, especially with the sensitive or, you know, acne prone or something, you know, it still really helps. So if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you back. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.